Hey guys and girls, Aaron here from Wolf Gaming. Before we get into this video, I'd just like to say a massive thank you out to our sponsor or our affiliate, Pro Painted Studios. They provided us with our movement markers, dice trays, tokens for battles, shocked, and other things to help us remember what's going on the tabletop. If you do wish to check them out, the link is in the description below. And also, if you do check any out on any items, use the code WolfHammer for a little discount and we get a kickback as well. That's WolfHammer, WVLF, hammer in the discount code box. Right, so our league has been going on for 2 years now. With season 1 happened with Matt Haley winning, and season 2 is currently underway. We are well within it, in the standard league part of it. And the way the standard league part works is that you have 3 weeks to organise a game with a set out opponent, and you'll play everyone once in your league. Now I say in your league because this time we had 20 people and we split them into 2 sub-leagues, the Chaos and the Imperium. Makes sense? Good. From this point now then, so we've got a couple more weeks left too, where some of us go an uphill battle and some of us don't. We are on to the playoffs, where the top 16 people will go through to that, saying a unfortunate goodbye to 4 people, 2 people from each league. So when we set these people out in the playoffs, the top seeders or the top people, the best scoring people, will play the low scoring people, and they'll go on until they meet in the middle. It's the way we've had it set out, and I think it's the way the NBA do it as well. Sounds interesting, can't be too bad. So we've got Mike and Luke talking about the League Imperium. Let's head over to them.
Hello everyone, we're here, Mike and Luke here from WVLF, and we're here to talk about the Imperium side of our current WVLF League Season 2. Now, we've just got through Game Week 7, and we're moving on to Game Week 8, but we thought we'd talk about how our league is going so far, and talk about the league tables, and see where people have been going.
So let's start off with 2 newcomers we've got to the league, Liam and Pablo. Now, unfortunately for them as newcomers, they're finding ourselves fighting out at the bottom. But there's some surprises from them both, actually.
We've been having Liam Shannon and his Tyranids have been doing a pretty good swell job. Liam is a fantastic player and he has a great army. But sadly, out of 7 games, he's been getting 45 WTC win points, which is not bad. I commend it to him, but it's sadly putting him in 9th place in our current league leg, which is a shame. Yeah. And then just below him, we've got Pablo, who's been taking he's a first timer in this league, and he's been taking his Blood Angels, which is nice. But seeing him now is he's lost his first few games, his first 4 or 5, but he has been pulling himself back.
He's currently on, out of the 7 games that's been played, he's lost 5, but he's now currently won 2, so he's not doing too bad. And actually, he's got 42 points, which is only 3 behind Liam. So, and funnily enough, coming on into week 8, it's Liam versus Pablo. That could be an interesting one to say about that.
It's going to be the fight to the bottom bracket, but Pablo has properly been pulling it through. I mean, he had, 5 straight losses at the start of the league? And then I had to fight him in Game Week 7, and he took me down 15-5, which was fun for him, I'll say that.
Liam's currently sitting on 4 losses and 1 draw, so he didn't lose them all. But in terms of our WTC scoring, in any case, maybe he did lose on the actual tabletop points, but we've too far gone for me to go back and look at that one now.
And to surprise me, Pablo did win his game in this game week. Who did you play this week? You played yourself, Aaron. How did the score go for that one? Was that?
It went well. To be fair, from what I can remember, obviously I've slept a lot since then. He put up a good fight, and to be fair, the 6 of Fiona Payne clutched.
Yeah, 6 of Fiona on his Death Company.
Death Company, yeah.
That can properly bug you over.
6 Fiona Paynes can either save you or be the bane of you. As an Orc player, I found this out as well. Either I will make all of them or I'll make none of them. Mate. But that is the bottom of the league. Now we've seen on now into it's an interesting battle in all the mid tables.
Yeah, towards the mid table in League Imperium at the minute, from 8th place up until 5th place, which in order is Aaron, Josh, our admin, Henry, and myself. We're all fighting over those 4 spots because Aaron and Josh both have 55 WTC points, and me and Henry both have 56. So, and depending on how those go, that's going to be a major shift in the leaderboards and tables. which is going to be funny because me and Henry are playing this game week, and we'll be playing each other. So we're probably going to be fighting for the 5th spot.
Yep.
Which should be a fun little interaction, especially with Henry's CSM. He's been doing well with them.
Yes, well, he recently played against me and came out on the winning side.
Yeah.
Much to my own displeasure. But no, Henry really put up a good game and it was a good close fight.
Yeah.
Of which I can say, Possess can go right to the bottom of the bin. Fights first on Possess Marines is a pain that I really could not inflict on anybody. But
and plus, considering it's Henry's first league, he's properly been giving people some right good challenges, which is great to see from him.
Yes. I must admit, I was disappointed the Helldrake didn't come out for the fight, considering he brought it out every other game, but we don't always get what we want, do we?
The Helldrake is Henry's favourite model, so we were properly looking forward to seeing the fight, but no, he's properly been improving his play styles.
Right.
And then we've also got Hingley versus Aaron playing on 55 points each. I mean, they're not playing each other. I mean, Aaron, you've got Chris, who's currently first in the tables.
And Joshy currently is going to be going against Bruce, our other.
Yeah.
And we'll go. And speaking of Bruce and also myself, he and I are currently embroiled in a battle for 3rd place right now.
I mean, there is a difference of what, 12 points? Oh, that's 7. 7 points between you two, sensitive to 65.
Yes.
So it is. You're going to have to.
Well, the unfortunate score is I'm playing one of the top 2 in our league right now, which is
against Haley.
I'm up against Matt Haley. So
that's gonna be
I'm fighting for can I not make it nil?
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Haley and his Custodes are an absolute brick to break through. It can be a real pain sometimes, especially when I play them.
The only thing really that's saving me and keeping me in the point, because although Bruce has got more wins than me, my losses have been closer.
Yeah.
That is the only difference I feel that's keeping me in points wise.
With a 7-point difference, you really just need to keep that draw, and then Bruce has properly got to get those points on Josh in his game in order to surpass you.
Well, if I'm going to be brutally honest with myself, I see more points of Bruce getting more of a go the next round than I do.
You see Bruce washing Josh?
Maybe not wash. Depends what Bruce brings. It's against Chaos Knights. It's the stat check of do you have enough anti-vehicle to get rid of it?
Yeah.
That's it. If you've got that, you've got not. This goes for both Imperial and Chaos Knights, in my own opinion. If you've got the anti-tank, you'll win. If you don't,
that's the only sort of issue we have with seeing who your opponent is, and generally we only restrict what you can bring via the faction you choose at the start of the league.
Yeah.
Which means if you play Imperial Knights, you know you're not bringing anything but buffy vehicles for the entirety of the league, and so does your opponent. Next of all, we've got our top 2 players who've been absolutely just throwing people about.
This one isn't going to last too long, let's face it. Chris is going to take this league and Matt Haley's going to be second, and I really don't see any difference of how that's going to change. They've already played each other and Chris came out on top, so they're all just chaos. Obviously, Matt's got me and Chris has got Aaron next term. Now, I love Aaron to death, but I'm going to...
He's just walked away off camera.
But I'm sorry, but it's not happening. My own prediction, it's not. You will be put through the spreadsheet and you will be figured out.
I know this, Mike. I'm doomed.
Thank you, Ass.
It's a fun one because Haley took the first place in our last league, season 1.
He was League One. He was actually League One winner.
Yeah, he was League One winner.
Yes, and we thought maybe there's not going to be anyone really to challenge him. Then he's made Chris join, and that's kind of gone out the window after that. And
then his mate Chris joins, and out of 7 games, 136 WT. That's 136 out of 140. That's mad for 7 games.
Yep. We've only 4 points against him as well. 2 of which, however, were taken off by yourself.
Yeah.
So let's not discount that.
I fought for those 2 points with tooth and nail. I'm accepting those. I'm glad with that result. It wasn't a 20-0 beating. But
yes, because mine was. But that's. But there we go.
Yeah,
but anyway, that is the League Imperium, so let's go over and see what the other league's like.
Thanks, Mike and Luke, for that lovely segment on the Imperium League. So before we move over to the Chaos side of it, just want to have a quick recap of what they've said. So hopefully I've got the table in front of me that you guys can have a look as well. And as you can see, Chris and Matt Haley are well out of range of other people catching them at the moment. So it's safe to say they're fighting between themselves, let's be honest. And then Mike and Bruce having a little scrap. And then the four people, me, Aaron, Joshy, Luke, Henry are having a bit of a scrap. But Pablo and Liam aren't out of this. If they get some good scoring games in for the next couple of weeks, they can be in the mixes again. I love this. I do. So we can only wish everyone in this league the best. Let's move over to the Chaos. Right, guys and girls, so we've obviously spoke a bit about our league earlier on in this video. Now we're going to actually talk about the Chaos side of it all. Yeah, it's definitely that. So, me and Bruce are here today, and we've got a few things to cover in this one, because the one person we wanted in for this, Blandy, is in Amsterdam, because he's the only bloody person of the inner circle that's actually in that league. So, bear with us, we'll get through this somehow. Hello, Bruce.
Hello. The one thing that makes this league very versatile is the fact that there's 6 new members this year from season 1. As opposed to our other league, which has only had 3. So we've had new players: James Phillips, Josh Gowen, Dylan Dixon, Matt Sang, Ryan Johnson, and Matt Caneen.
That's interesting. That's a mix of new people, though, because some of them are brand new to the hobby. Some of them have been casual players for a while. And then you got Ryan, who is a tourney player.
Yeah, agreed. And, you know, we have a good mix in that group as well. We've got, obviously, last season's runner-up in Nigel James.
He's another tourney player as well.
Who's taken a brand new army this year, but is still running strong in his league.
Is his brand new one? Because his Templars are his original army, aren't they? But he played Tau.
He played Tau last year and did do very well with them. Obviously, we had 2 Tau entries last year in season 1.
With yourself as well. Bit of a difference in play style there, though, wasn't there?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, this year there's no Tau entries, is there? I don't believe. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So I think the actual variety of what's on the table this year and the factions that have come out as well is very interesting. And I think next season, I think people are going to push themselves even further, maybe try out something new.
Yeah, or maybe taking off the shelf something they've been meaning to play for a while.
Yeah, agreed. And we're on this cusp of 11th as well for season 3. So maybe it's going to look completely different next season.
Or I hope we get some tasty bits in that. I know they said it's simplified, not simple, but come on, let's have a bit of complexity to the game.
Yeah, agreed. So, running through the league, obviously near the bottom for the elimination spots for this year.
I don't care what you say about this man. This man has turned up time and time again. Season 1, Season 2, he's been here and lost pretty much every game, hasn't he?
But he's had fun while doing it.
He's had fun, and he's still here today. Ian Jones, what a man, what a legend.
We know him, we love him.
We've got to love him because he can't leave him.
And to be fair, when he was playing season 1, you could actively see the progression with his results throughout the season.
You could.
Now, maybe this season's been a little bit different for him. He's still putting points down on the table. I'm pretty sure he's got more points down there now than he did in the whole of season 1.
Week 4, he had more points in season 1.
Yeah, so he is improving as a player and he's getting to know his army better and better.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to come for him this season. I think the points are too far behind. But again, you are right. It's turned in, day out.
No problems.
Yeah. Next one, James. What's your thoughts on James?
James Phillips, now he's gone to Knight. So he came into this just before we started the league as an Astra Militarum player or guard player. Do not hate me for whatever I call it. Yes. I don't play them. He's a nice player in the league, though. So he started this one just before the league started. So
he bought his army the week before.
The week before.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of questions from him, being the Knight player of the group.
Well, you were the Knights last league, weren't you?
I was, and did terribly then as well.
Yeah, I seem to remember James talking to me. I think it was a few days before Faction Lock, and he did say, "Oh, I'm thinking about playing Knights." And I went, "Okay, well, how many models have you got? Can you make 2,000 points?" And he went, "I've got none at the minute, but I'm sure I can have some by next week."
Yeah.
So
he wonders why we call him a meta chaser.
Yeah, but to be fair, look, week 1 he had 2,000 points on the table.
He did.
So fair play to him.
It was borrowed.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. So in the mid-table, Oh, sorry, I've got one more person I'd like to talk about, which is Josh Gowen and his Blood
I
Angels
love
this year.
Josh. I absolutely love this man. No matter if he knows his rules or not, he makes me laugh and makes me smile on the other side of the table. And to be fair play to the lad. He's on 54 points overall.
And you know what? 1 win, 3 draws, 3 losses. It's not that bad, really.
It's a-
Is
not-
it?
I'll
It's not
be
a bad
happy.
showing this season.
No, God, no.
You know, if he was in League Imperium, he'd be above you guys.
Yeah, cheers for that.
He?
He
How many
would.
50 points is he?
Not,
at?
not,
He's got
Not me,
50, 54.
Oh,
Sorry,
he'd
so
be
just
1.1.
under.
He'd be-
But he'd be in the mix.
Yeah.
He'd be in the mix for playoff points
good
there.
showing.
So no, he's really good. And I've always heard good things about him on the table as well.
I'll be honest, he is the cut-off. There, with 2 week games left in this season, this league run,
Yes.
18 points clear, or 16 points clear. A night player behind him isn't point scoring. Let's be honest there. So I think from this point on, everyone above this Gowan, or Gowan and above, are safe for the playoffs.
And then
I hate to say it about some of the lads in this group, but that's my feeling.
yeah, and then we get into the mid-table of the
Yeah.
Chaos, which is where the league name Chaos really comes from, which is between 7th and 3rd. So I'll just read through down. 3rd, Josh Grant King with 84 points. 4th, Ryan Johnson with 79. 5, Matt Sang with 76. 6, Dylan with 71. 7, Matt with 68 points.
How blandy that is, guys.
So 16 points separate 7th and 3rd.
It's a tight curve to make 3rd panic from 7th.
God, yeah.
So
I think they're all pretty much there or thereabouts for the playoffs. I'm not too worried about them not reaching it, but it's all going to be about placement now. And because of these points that are on the table in that league, a lot of them are going to be top seeded as well. So it's going to be very interesting.
because the playoffs are working with us mixing the bag together. Then
So after the 2 leagues culminate, what we'll do is we'll take a pool of 16, 8 from each league, and then whoever's scored the most WTC points, then we separate into 8s, and then the top seeds will play the bottom seeds. And it could be completely randomised and a new bracket from there. So be interesting to see how it gets on.
So you're telling me, because I'm quite low down, I need to watch out for Chris,
You
Haley,
could
Nige,
end up with the
Taneen.
big boys in the first one. Yeah. But you know, even myself in our league, Imperium, me and Mike are fighting for 3rd. We could still be fighting for bottom seeds as well.
Yeah.
Because this League Chaos is a lot more competitive in the old league than our. Whereas Imperium, there's clearly 2 people that are running away with it, and everyone else, and then there's everyone else.
Look, a lot of the people in the Imperium League have very nice dice, and I mean that sarcastically.
All it takes though is one good game and one bad game on certain people, and that just means a whole shifting in the league table.
Yeah. So, you know, we got Bland with his Blood Angels, Dylan with his Death Guard, Matt with his Space Wolves, Ryan Alderi, is it?
He's playing at Eldari, but he's doing the Harlequin webway detachment more than anything else.
Okay. And then we've got Josh Grant King with Leagues of Votan, who's had a good showing this year.
He's had a good showing.
Yeah. You know, there was a major upset, I thought, the other week when he beat Matt Bland.
Yeah, pulled out a blind
I think he did really well there, because he baited Matt Bland into the middle point and then just went trapped.
Yeah. And you know, he's a 2-season veteran, and he's doing really well improving it.
Well, the thing is with Blandy, Blandy has even told me with my Orcs to think about staging rather than going full send turn 1, and then proceeded to not follow his own advice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk about blinder matches, James Phillips pulling out a draw against Ryan, I thought that was a proper blinder.
Yes.
Yeah, because seeing how Ryan gets on so well in the tournament scene, and then James with his army that he's only just starting to know pulling out a full-on 10-10 draw, that was a proper surprising blinder.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. You know, we've got a couple of Space Marines armies in this league. Space Wolves, 2 Blood Angels.
I'll be perfectly honest, Matt Tasang is my wild card, to put it down. He's a very good player, and Space Wolves and him just seem to be duck to water, cheese on crackers, jam on toast. It just seems to work so well. If he picks up another army, I will probably slap the lad and be like, why?
Yeah, so
it's going to be interesting to see army choices for season 3. Let's put it that way.
yeah, it will be, especially because you know the league is expanding. Next year it could be 3 leagues. You know, 3 leagues of 10. So I think the faction choices, I mean, I think me and the boys briefly touched on this morning when we run through the factions of 40k. We all get through pretty much most of the armies, bar a fair few. Matt Canine,
I don't know how he does it. He just seems to be very good at the rules. And with the Astra Militarum, he just seems to bring the right list against the right people.
Yes. Yes, I always look over at his table whenever he's playing on the same days as me, and I do worry about everything that he's got on the table.
So yeah, so he's doing really well. So yeah, when you look over his table, not only has he got really nice models,
Yes,
he's got a good gameplay, he's got good strategy.
yeah. I mean, best painted this year. He could have a few contenders from this league as well.
Oh god, yes. Not me, but yes, you can.
No. From this league chaos alone, I mean, Matt Canine's got some of the best looking models I've seen on the table.
That's yeah, definitely. But shall we leave it there for now, as we're running out of charge? Apparently, we talk too much. Apparently, guys. Yeah. So back over to myself in the other place. Yeah, that was a cheesy line. I won't do that again. Right. So the chaos side has also got someone well out there with Matt Canine, and Nigel James is, let's say, clear. If he's a very good player, he's going to keep himself out of the way in that second spot. Then again, we've got a mixer of people in there, 3rd to 7th. Anything can happen. I've got to be honest, I do love James and his Imperial Knights, and also Ian Jones and his Death Guard. They've done really well. Again, I hope to see them next season. I think they might have not done enough to get in there. But again, anything can happen. It's a Chaos League. Makes sense. But until we do this again, I thank you all for watching till the end. Again, remember, thank you to Pro Painting Studios, and use Wolfhammer in the discount code. We always get a kit back and it saves you a bit of money. But until next time, thank you very much, guys. See you soon. Bye.